Tell my kids at home, we want to be quiet as a snake. What noise does a snake make? So we want to be quiet as a snake. When you see an animal that God gave big ears, He gave them big ears for hearing. And let's just talk about adaptations. And it's really hard to study the African Fennec fox and say, yeah, that's an accident, right? She has fur in her ears. Now, my son Joshua pointed out to my father-in-law, so does he. No, okay, so that's... Well, that just happens to us, man. I don't know why. But the fox has it there for a good reason. What kind of storms do we get in the desert? Sandstorms. So the sand kicks up. Look where her fur is placed, facing down. She holds her ears down. That keeps the sand from getting in her ears. I know you kids aren't fresh, though. My kids are a little fresh, and sometimes they'll be in a big sandbox and they'll throw sand at each other and at me, and they can hurt. Picture sand at 200 miles an hour, right? So they have this big bushy tail that wraps around their face, protects them from the sand. They have fur on the bottom of their feet. That keeps their feet from getting burned in the hot desert sand. It helps them grab onto the sand, being only 2 to 3 pounds, depending whether you're male or female. It keeps them nice and lightweight. They can skip across the sand. And one of the most remarkable things is their ability to pant. The fox will pant 20 to 50 times per minute average. If it goes on a run on a hot day, it'll pant, and people have machines that calculate this, 721 times in 1 minute. 721 times in a minute. That's a pretty amazing thing. If anyone don't try it, because you tried it at college, they all fell over, so you don't want to try to pant like that. So all of these adaptations would have to be hardwired in from God as special survival features. There's just no way that stuff happens on accident. And if we look around and we really get honest with ourselves, I think everybody knows for God, even Dawkins and the people that are hardcore evolutionists that try to get people to denounce Christ. Intelligence doesn't come from non-intelligence. It just doesn't happen. And evolution, mathematically, is not possible. I don't care what mathematician you ask, they can say that they don't like God in the strongest language. When they do the math, evolution is mathematically impossible. Can't happen. Okay? There are many different numbers. Just 3 mutations, and you need many more than 3 to go from a single cell to a multi-celled animal. But just 3 mutations. They stopped doing math at 3 mutations because what was it? 1 to the 1 billionth trillion. Okay, 1 to the 1 billionth trillion. We don't even cover that with our calculators, right? So 1 to the 1 billionth trillion would be the odds of 3 mutations. That would get you know, what a crooked butterfly, a wing and a fly or something. So it wouldn't make one animal into another animal. So evolution, just think of it logically, is completely ridiculous and can't happen. But let's think about Noah's Ark. Would this fit in the Ark? That would fit. Now maybe the animals were a little bigger because what are the fox's relatives? Anyone know? Wolves, dogs, jackals, coyotes, right? Those are all relatives of the dog. So Noah didn't have to have 2 African foxes, 2 Bad foxes, 2 jackals, 2 German shepherds, 2 Siberian huskies, right? Right now there are about 400 different recognized breeds of dogs, and no one disagrees that they all came from wolves. So, because they can still interbreed. So wolves, your jackals, your foxes, coyotes. Hyenas are a little different, but we don't know. God said kind, maybe the hyenas are in there. There's so much debate in the scientific community on where certain animals fit in. But this stuff, nobody debates. The dog family, you know. Who wants to pat the fox? We'll get a few people to pat the fox. How about who here is in 4th grade or over? Anyone 4th grade or over? How about 3rd grade or over? If you're in 3rd grade or over, come up. Just because she can bite really hard. 2nd grade and younger usually cry longer. Just